Our next speaker is Father Robert Hermley of the Oblates of St. Francis de Sales. Father Hermley is a history teacher by profession and a priest at St. Francis de Sales High School in Toledo, Ohio. He is a member of the youth group for two reasons. First, he is very interested in youth. He is a member of the Northwest Ohio School of Anti-Communism, who specialize in training young adults and teaching them about communism. And secondly, Father Hermley is very, very familiar with certain types of youth as he is studying for his doctoral degree at the University of Michigan, for which I think prayers and congratulations are in order. Father Hermley.
I was not aware that I was going to address such an astute group here this evening. I thought that I was just going to speak off the cuff, and I'm going to have to do that. It's really been a pleasure for me to be here. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed being with you. I've been told that the virtues of the lunatic fringe, I've seen more lunatics and idiots on the University of Michigan campus in one day than I've seen. The only lunatics I've seen here are the ones outside, parading. I really enjoyed being here, and I know you have. I think you will say with me that when you go home, it's a new uplift. It's nice to know that there are people who think right, and they're not afraid to say so. Just before I left here, I was speaking to a good Bircher friend of mine and a few of the great unwashed who were not Birchers. They were standing around, and I said I was coming to Boston. And my Bircher friend said, "You'll love it." He said, "It's wonderful. The people are magnificent." And one of my friends said, "I don't want to go there. I don't like it." And my Bircher friend turned and said, "You've got to go there." He said, "It's magnificent. The people are fine. They're patriotic." He said, "I don't want to go." He said, "But you've got to go. It's magnificent. You'd love it. You ought to try it." And the guy said, "No." He said, "I'm not going to go there." He said, "I hear that it's cold and damp and full of Birchers." And my friend on the Birch Society turned to him and said, "Well, then why don't you just go to hell, where it's hot and dry and there are no Birchers?" Well, I would really like to tell you of the little group we've got in Toledo there. I really have to leave this evening. You know, a priest friend of mine says that he doesn't mind people in the audience looking at their watches. What he doesn't like is when they shake it to see if it's still going. I really don't have enough time to talk to you, so you don't have to worry about that this evening. I have to catch a plane and go back with the beatniks and those who, the only four-letter word they don't know is SOAP. So I'll have to be on my way soon. But I would like to tell you a little bit about our group. We're trying very hard to work with the youth, because we realize, as all of you do, that this is the future of our country. And we want to do a good job with them. So we're training in Toledo. I only wish Dean Richards could be here to explain this even better than I can. We're trying to work with the youth, trying to organize them, trying to teach them. Dean at Central Catholic, I at St. Francis. Got about 39 people against me, but I'm making progress. They'll soon find out we're right, and they'll jump on the bandwagon too. We're trying hard to educate the people, especially the youth of Toledo. We have two here this evening, two of a group from Toledo, and they could bear me out that this progress is really getting ahead. We're really getting ahead there. It's really magnificent. And it's nice to see youth who will come to these meetings. Now, what I'd like to see you do is go back, all of you. Just don't go back and say, "Gee, those speakers were nice. I enjoyed myself." Don't go back and do that. Get out and do something. All of you. Each one teach one. Don't tell me you're one person, so was Karl Marx. Get out and do something, each one of you. Work hard to teach another person. Teach a group. Get the books on it. Get the facts on it. And don't be satisfied to sit back and say, let someone else do it. You do it. You can change the world, each and every one of you. And find out the best way you can. Start your group like we did in Toledo. We had a Pat Sobiak come there. I suppose some of you know her. I think she's married to Coatsworth now. I believe that's the name of the individual. She came to Toledo telling us how great it was to go to Cuba. She came there one evening. They won't invite anybody good. They have to invite somebody like this who defied the government. This is the type of things we're finding on our campus. And the press goes along with it. I saw this morning they spoke against Father because he'd rather be with you with the socialites. I'd like to see the press put down whom Bobby Baker would be like with. I'd like to see some fairness there. I'd like to see them answer that. It gets you angry about this stuff. When I studied journalism, we were told, be fair. Give both sides. When I read this article this morning in the paper, I didn't even think they were writing about the place I've been. I haven't seen policemen all over. Why didn't the press be fair? Why don't they be honest and report what they see and stop coming here with ideas, preconceived, and then seeing what they see they put right into their paper that way? Let them be fair. I agree with Father. It's nice to be with you people. Well, I want to just wrap up this thing very quickly and say to you that each one of you should get out and teach one. Get a program in your own areas. Get out there and get the books. You've seen all this material here. Join the organization. Best fits you. And how about coming back? Let's see you again next year. God bless you. Thank you, everyone. I have to leave to go back to Michigan. I'll see you again next year. God bless you.
Thank you, Father.